Generally, when the atheists, the neo-atheists speak of the Muslims, they refer to us as irrational, backwards, stupid people. How can you believe in God? This is what they say. Do you really believe in God? This is the sort of approach they have towards us. But what I want to do today is I want to change the narrative. I want to share an argument with you which shows that you don't need an argument to believe in God. Because the belief in God is natural, it's innate. This is what I want to do today. And what I'm going to show is that the position of atheism is the unnatural position. Now what do I mean when I said that the belief in God is natural? It's innate, it's a basic belief. Now in Western philosophy, in Western thought, there is this concept of a basic belief, what's called a properly basic belief. And a properly basic belief is a belief that's not based on other beliefs, and it's a belief that doesn't require any information transfer. These are two key points. Let me give you an example. The belief that the real world exists, that you exist sir, and you exist, and you exist madam. This belief that we have, it's a basic belief. We can't prove it. Prove to me madam that you exist, or madam that you exist. We can't. You madam, for example, can just be a brain on Mars, a brain in a vat, where aliens are sticking probes into your brain and making you feel like you're here today and you're real. But this doesn't mean it's the truth. There's no proof to it. But you won't believe this belief because it's not a basic belief. Another example is what Bertrand Russell, a famous atheist philosopher, he said. He said you cannot disprove the belief that this world came into existence 5 minutes ago. Just 5 minutes ago, with an inbuilt appearance of age. But at the same time, we won't believe this. Although we can't disprove this claim, we won't believe this because it's a basic belief to believe that the world we live in has age to it. In the same way, the belief in God is a basic belief. It's a properly basic belief. It's a natural belief. And if you deny the belief in God, it's the equivalent of denying that the real world exists. It's the equivalent of denying yourselves. Now why do I say this? Look at the research that's coming out in the 21st century. Justin O'Barrett, Olivera Petrovich, these guys have studied children for years, and what they're showing is that children naturally and rapidly develop the belief in God. It's an innate thing, it's a natural thing. The example that's drawn is that he says put a group of children on a desert island. Take a group of children and put them on a desert island. They will naturally and rapidly develop the belief in a supreme being, in a supernatural agent. Just like they will develop the belief that the real world around them exists. This is what these guys are showing, and Olivera Petrovich even goes as further as saying that the belief, the atheist perspective or the atheist belief is an acquired belief. You're not born believing in the atheist position that God does not exist. And what's even more profound is when we look at what Islam says regarding this. Over 1400 years ago, the Prophet Muhammad, upon whom be peace, said something profound. He said that every child is born on the fitrah, and his parents deviate him from the pure path. Now what is the fitrah? The fitrah in Arabic is the innate disposition. It's this thing that God places within all of us to believe in the oneness of God and to believe and to worship Him. This is an innate thing that God places within all of us, and this is in line with what modern research in the 21st century is showing us. This is profound. To summarize, what I'm saying is this, that the belief in God is innate, it's natural. It's as natural as believing that you exist and the world around us exists. If you deny this, it's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of denying your very existence. And in turn, it's the equivalent of denying science. Why do I say this? Because science itself is based on an axiom. Science is based on a core belief, an unproven assumption that is the real world exists. Without believing this, without taking this as a given, you can't do science. So in other words, you deny God and you deny methods such as the scientific method. And I conclude with a verse from the Quran where God says something very profound related to this. He says, turn your face towards religion, incline to the truth, adhere to the true, this fitrah, adhere to the fitrah of Allah that God creates within every human being, that He's created every human being on. And it's there, this innate belief is there within all of us, so don't deny it. Even the research is suggesting this. But accept it and go with it and see where it takes you. I thank you for listening. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Any questions, feel free to ask.